Yo, how's it going, guys and girls? My name's Chris and welcome to my channel, CSM Investing. Who doesn't love going down to the bookies and putting $50 on the horses and then seeing your money come back, maybe doubling or even more? Oh, just for the thrill of it, it's amazing. Or even better, who doesn't love seeing our favourite companies on the stock market doing really well and putting us in the green and watching that graph go up? Both are increasing your money, right? Both are either a win or lose situation, yeah? Well, in today's video, we're going to be discussing whether investing is gambling. I know, exciting, right? For many of you, I can imagine that you're thinking it's a clear and cut way or clear and cut answer, like a yes or no, but it's a lot more complicated than that. There are so many things that actually affect whether you see things as gambling or investing. So being able to distinguish between the two is vital. But it does also depend on the person and how they actually view money. Trust me, if you stay till the end, I can guarantee that you'll be able to tell the difference between the both. And if you are invested in the stock market, how your views and goals will change when it comes to investing. Or if you're a hardcore gambler and you see no issue with it, you crack on, lad. I get it, the excitement of winning is amazing, but is the excitement of winning that powerful that it overrides the fear of loss? Anyway, before we get into that, make sure to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Right, let's get straight into the video. I think the best place to start is to actually explain what both actually is. So gambling in its most basic form is taking risky actions for a desired result. Now, me and you know this as going down to Betfred and placing a bet on your favourite football team or on the horses. Gambling can be this exciting thing and it creates this good fun feeling when you win, because then you get some extra money in your own pocket. Plus it gets you involved in the actual sport. So say if you put in £50 on, I don't know, Aston Villa or Birmingham to win, then you're actually involved in that game. So it gives you that feeling of being there. But the issue is everyone knows that gambling can become an addiction, because once you win so many times and then all of a sudden you lose, you want to get that feeling back of becoming a winner again. But this can be an issue as it can put strains on relationships, friends, families, even your work life. Like, it's a bad route to go down. But the crazy thing is that it wasn't just adults who were gambling lately, as the company EA decided to introduce loot boxes into some of their games, and this got kids excited and got them to actually start gambling, which obviously isn't a great thing. But these kids were spending hundreds of thousands of pounds on like guns, skins, unlockable upgrades, all this sort of stuff in exchange for cash. Now obviously there are procedures and rules in place to protect kids from actually this sort of gambling, but I thought it was just a good example to show how big corporations are trying to get kids started from an early age in spending their money and not investing it or saving it. I know that most kids don't actually save and invest their money, and I probably sound like such an idiot, like
these massive corporations are trying to brainwash our kids. You know what I mean?
But it's true. Kids can't grasp the concept of money at a young age. Some adults can't even grasp the concept of money. So they shouldn't be introduced to gambling so early in their life. Don't think that I'm so anti-gambling, because I'm not. I've been known to buy scratch cards, buy the lottery, well, put on the lottery, and even go down to the bookies and place a bet on the horses. But I just think that, like anything, doing it in moderation is the most important thing. Don't do it excessively, don't go overboard. Anyway, gambling can be fun, and it has been made more accessible through apps that you can just simply download on your phone. But do realise that it's not a viable way of making money, and you are more than likely going to lose it than actually gaining it. Since we've explained what gambling is, it's only right to start talking about what investing actually is. So investing is having an asset like, stocks, or even an item, say like a picture or a photo or a painting, and with that item it has the intention of generating income or giving a positive return in the future. There are several different types of investments out there, and these can come in the form of stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and annuities. Investing can be just as fun as gambling, maybe even more, as it releases endorphins, giving you that feeling of pleasure and happiness. Now, me personally, I'm a massive advocate for investments, as it's a great way to compound your money, which means your money is making money and you're able to make money even while you're sleeping. So who wouldn't want to start doing that? But like with anything, investing can be risky, and it all depends on whether you do your research or what you are actually investing in. Or it could even be the type of investor you are, as if you're bullish all into one stock and you're very pummeling all your money into it that you're not even able to afford to put into it, then that's where it becomes riskier. That's where it becomes more difficult, as even the most stable companies can fall off. Just please be careful with what you're doing, as we don't want you going into debt. And that's why I've created this channel, to help you become a better investor and to be able to make more money. Now, there are some major differences when it comes to investing and gambling, but the main one is that with investing, you are increasing the overall wealth of an economy, whereas with gambling, you're just taking money from a loser and putting it in the winner's hand. Another major difference is that with gambling, you're always basically guaranteed to lose, as the house always wins in the long run. But with investing, say if you put money into the S&P 500, you turn the tables, you become the house, and you end up winning. I thought that I'd also note that investors tend to have more resources to mitigate against losses. And to be honest, I'd like to hope that most gamblers out there realise that the odds are stacked against them and they will usually lose. Now, I probably should have done this at the beginning of the video, but now that we're here, I'd just like to say that I'm not a financial advisor, and anything that I do say, just take with a bit of grain of salt, and make sure to do your own research in everything that we discuss all over this channel. Now, even though there are more differences in investing and gambling, that doesn't mean that there aren't any similarities, as investing and gambling both risk money in order to generate a profit. They both use tactics to minimize risk, and you can use resources to improve the accuracy on both. Now, personally, I do think that apps out there like Trading 212 are literally amazing. The fact that us common folk are able to invest in some of the top companies out there is just a crazy concept, and that they've made it so easy and accessible, it's just great. But the fact is that some of these apps make investing seem more like a game than actually a way of making money. If some of you are thinking, well, how? Just think about it. If you're a new investor and you sat there and you're buying all these new great companies out there, you're investing in stocks, great. But just think how many times they're going to be opening that app just to see whether their investments are doing good and seeing that green graph go up. I'm not going to lie, I've been there. I've been at the point where I'm constantly looking at the app and it is bad. But as soon as that red graph starts going down, are they going to understand that it's real money? Are they going to understand that it's not a game? Like, everything that you put in, you can lose all, literally like that. So these new investors, or even investors that have been around for a while but just don't understand it properly, need to understand that it's not a game. Yes, I'll probably sound like I'm trying to say that new investors are dumb, but that's not what I'm trying to get at. I'm just trying to say that people need to understand that this is real money and that these apps need to be used as a tool of being able to generate an income. And always make sure to do your background checks on the investments that you are in. I do also want to make a little comment on the Gamestop situation. Now I know I'm probably a little bit late to it, but that is not really investing, that's more gambling than anything. So if you are invested in Gamestop, please do be careful, as you never know when it could just come crashing down again. Like, it's not a safe investment, it's a risk, a major risk. Now I can't say anything, I'm not invested in it myself, and I probably will never be, but if you are, just be careful and only invest money that you're willing to lose. My final thoughts here are that investing and gambling are two different entities. It just all depends on you as the investor. Are you putting in money that you're able to lose? Are you emotionally invested into any of the stocks that you were in? And if you are, then putting money that you can't afford to lose and you are emotionally invested in these stocks, that's when investing and gambling cross paths, and they should never do that. Always keep them separate. I'm Chris, and thanks for coming to my channel. Peace.